Good day. Welcome to POWELLful Couple Journey. We are now in the Philippines with my husband William, and we are going to tell all about our takeaways and his experiences for the first time here in the Philippines. So let's dive in and let the journey begin.
All right, so here we are in our hotel in Dumaguete. This is the final day of our vacation. We're waiting to head out to the airport here and catch our flights. Notice I said flights because
Yes.
that's how many you need. It takes at least 3 planes to get home from where we are. So yesterday we visited the island of Sigihor, which is a very beautiful island, and I saw lots of my fellow American tourists there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's very popular. And we were doing our stay over here in Dumaguete, which is quite an active little city, I might add. It's kind of chaotic out there on the roads and everything. But the thing is, you don't feel unsafe. It's everybody's so chill and laid back. The traffic's crazy, but no one's shaking their fist or getting angry. They just let happen what's going to happen, and they show courtesy to each other, give way, things like that. Uh, just man, America has so much they could learn from the Philippine people, how to be more relaxed and a lot more forgiving and things like that. Um, we went to this point. It was called Triad. Triad, is that it?
Yes, let's try it. In
It's
Sikihor.
called Triad in Sigihor, and you can see from the top of this point, you can see um, Dumaguete and into Negros, deeper into Negros Oriental,
And Bohol.
and Bohol. That's right. Now the weather wasn't that great yesterday, so you couldn't really see too clearly. And then we also visited one of their beaches, which was really nice. Took lots of photos there. One of the guys he took a donation to. He did his imitation of a drone, and boy, I
Yeah,
tell
he's
you,
like a human
he was like a
drone.
human drone. He was really good. He was really good. So we gave him a little tip for that. And then what's that other place we went to, honey?
We went to one of the beaches there as
That's I
well.
said about the beach, but there's that other place we went to. This was
Oh yeah, that is the cliff.
yes, the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where you could go cliff diving, but you
Yes.
weren't allowed to dive off the actual cliff. Though. You could dive off the platform that was down below. That
Sikihor
was
is like the
beautiful.
highlight of our trip here in the
Hmm.
Philippines because it's more on the tourism side. And we're
Yeah.
so glad that we were able to meet our mountain pastor that we are supporting there as well.
Hmm.
And that is really the main reason why we go there, since the travel towards that small island in Sikihor is not that impressive at all, right? Can you tell about your
Right.
experience?
So they have, there's a couple of different ferry companies. We chose Ocean Jet because Ocean Jet has the best record and
Mm-hmm.
reputation. Plus, their vessels are nice too. They're designed for high speed travel. So yesterday we had some weather here. I mean, there was nice, beautiful sunshine, but there was a constant stiff breeze blowing because there was weather coming in that happened overnight. Because overnight it rained here, but during the process of this weather coming in, the seas were very choppy, and they were getting worse as the day went on. So when we pulled into port in Dumaguete, the boat pilot was having a terrible time docking the boat because it was like a little kid playing with his boats in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
The waves were working against him, and his little those propulsion jets that make the boat go sideways, they were making even more waves. And so all the boat was doing was this,
Yeah.
rocking instead of docking, and it was making everybody sick and anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So he finally got the boat docked. It took him a good 10 minutes just to get the boat docked. And then it took like 3 people to hold the gangplank in place because while we're trying to disembark, the boat's still rocking like this. And some poor kid puked
Yeah,
his
he's barfing.
he puked his guts out right in the middle of the floor because he couldn't take the rocking. That's one of the reasons I'm glad I took Dramamine because
Yeah.
I'm usually don't get seasickness, but in a situation like that, I will because it's
Yes.
so unnatural, that kind of motion.
Everyone is so anxious to get out of the boat, but
Everybody wanted off that boat,
nobody can.
even the locals. There was only a handful of locals who were just like, "Oh, well, this is an everyday
Yeah,
thing
I
for
know,
us."
right?
They're used to it. But yeah, but for us, it was an adventure.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And it's like the sea's not forgiving for that trip. The trip from Dumaguete to Sikihor and worse from Sikihor to
Spaghetti,
Dumaguete.
yeah, it was pretty rough. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little better for us on the return trip because we were sitting in the middle of the boat, so the motion wasn't quite as extreme. On the trip to Sikihor, we were sitting in the front of the boat. You could hear the waves actually crashing into the hull. It sounded
Yeah.
like boulders were hitting the underside of the boat.
And there's not one time that the boat is not rocking like
Oh, it was
this.
just
Oh my gosh, it's
constant bumping.
terrible.
Yeah, constant bumping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you get off the boat and your legs feel like jelly because of all that motion. So you have to be careful.
So he has quite an experience here in the
Yeah,
Philippines,
and I got some
and
color on my face yesterday too. In
yes,
case you can't see it, maybe they
since
can.
we took the travel or trip in the morning, 7:20, and we arrive at around 8:30 or 8:20 in Sikihor,
Yeah,
and we had our last trip, which is 6 in the evening with Ocean Jet. So it's kind of like the whole day that we are in Sikihor. It's really a nice
it was a whole
experience.
day. Yeah,
We rented a van, and we have
and the
friends.
driver too, because I
And a
don't want to drive
driver,
here.
yes, and we have friends that are with us, and our mountain pastor and his wife, together with their daughter. So we are really happy that that is quite an amazing
Yeah,
experience,
it
and
was.
he was able to experience one of the island that is with a lot of foreigners and other nationalities that also wants to
Yeah,
have the experience in Sikihor Island.
that's true.
So,
It was yeah, it was. This trip has been it's been an eye opener for me, and I'm going to be taking back to America with me a whole new level of gratitude for how good we have it in our country there. And I'm going to start including the Philippines and the Philippine people in my prayers because they need it, and they're such good people. And my wife is such a shining example of that. It's one of the reasons I married her. So
yeah. I'm so happy that he has this experience as well here in the Philippines, even though he's quite picky when it comes to the food. And I
oh gosh,
understand because the first 2 days, first full days that he's been here, he got sick with the food that he ate.
yeah,
And to think that those food are really what he usually ate in America, since I already introduced him the Filipino
it was all
foods
familiar to me.
that he's very
Yeah,
familiar with, and he got sick, so he's kind of like picky when it comes to like that.
yeah.
Good thing here in Dumaguete we have choices
Yeah, some
that he can
choices, yeah,
have.
because here they have Jollibee, which Jollibee's good.
Mm-hmm.
I get why the Philippine people love Jollibee and why they were so excited when they opened up one in Jacksonville. It's the
Yes.
only one in Florida, by the way, too.
No, but no, there's already one in
Oh, there's right.
Orlando.
Oh, that's right. There's one in Orlando. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that. Okay, so there's two. You got
Mm-hmm.
two. Pick your drive you want to do to get to.
Yes. And earlier he has a breakfast, which is Mickey D's.
Yeah, I remember that Mickey D's has hotcakes because I didn't want any greasy sausage or eggs and nothing like that. Gosh, that stuff just makes you feel bad. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember they had hotcakes, so I got hotcakes and hash browns and some.
Mm-hmm.
I asked for orange juice. They gave me orange drink.
Yeah,
I
so
felt
that's
like I
all
was
they have, the Minute
5 years
Maid.
old drinking high C. Yeah. Um, yeah. What an experience.
It is an
What a
experience,
mostly
really.
positive experience, thankfully too. And yeah, just looking forward to getting home now.
Oh, he's very anxious to
That's
go
the
home
earmark.
now. Oh my
You know what?
gosh.
That's the earmark of a good vacation, though. If you actually find yourself looking forward to going home, that means it was a good vacation. You got your fill. You got your fill. You're satisfied. And like I said, I'm taking with me a whole completely different mindset
And
now and
perspective.
perspective, which is
Hmm.
good. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, and here's the thing. When it comes to the pasalubong, we know Filipinos, we would like to give something to our family back home. Like, for example, we came from Florida, we came from America. So I had all the chocolates, everything that
Hmm.
is from America to give to my family. Now I have danggit, I have otap, I have some other delicacies and
Hmm.
food that I could share to other Filipinos that are anticipating for us to go home and share those pasalubong. So
That's
it's
right.
like an exchange. But now it's a lot better since our stuff is lighter.
Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna have as much stuff to lug this time. It's gonna be a little
Mm-hmm.
easier. A
Mm-hmm.
little easier.
A little easier. And
Hmm.
earlier we had talk to one of the agents in the Philippine Airlines, since that's the only thing that I can have here in Dumaguete to Manila, Manila to Seattle, Seattle to Orlando, and that's the
One
only
way to do it.
flight. Yes, it's the only thing that I can do it with the direct Philippine Airlines. So hopefully they don't have any reschedule anymore. We have good layovers.
It should be okay now because it's the day of the travel, so it should all be set in stone. And like you said, you made those reservations back in July. So sometimes things change. Thankfully, the change that was made was not drastic. It was just a minor adjustment.
Yes.
And the one change actually worked in our favor a little bit because it reduced our downtime at the next airport.
Yeah, and we really are hoping and praying that it will be based on the schedule, and there's no other bumps along the way.
That's right.
And we're so thankful that he has this experience and he has some takeaways. I know he's not really excited to go back to the Philippines. But the thing is, at least he experienced it. And kudos to William, because if you compared him to his brother, for sure he will not go here.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something funny. Okay, my brother, he hates flying. Can't stand it. He will not get on a plane. He drives everywhere. He has no desire to do any kind of international travel. His favorite thing to do is he likes to tour the West. Okay, and I did that myself because driving out west is actually quite pleasant. There's not a lot of traffic. The highways are wide open. It's really cool. Plus, the scenery is like breathtaking. That experience we had on the boat yesterday. Now, me, I was just anxious. I just wanted off the boat. I'm like, oh, come on, let's get off this boat already. My brother would have been in a full-on panic, and he's a big guy too, but he would have been in a full-on panic on that boat, and he would not ever fly this far, never. He hates it. He doesn't like flying at all. So, yeah, I got him and I have different types of courage, I guess, with each other.
I'm so thankful that his courage is really to be with me and experience Philippines and meet my family.
Yep, I finally got to meet my mother-in-law after actually 5 years.
5 years.
You and I have been together collectively for over 5 years. If you include our dating and what do you call it? Engagement time. Yes, engagement time. Couldn't think of the word. I still have brain fog.
So anticipating to go back to Florida. And this is the end of our Philippine trip. Thank you so much for being with us. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates about life in the US and our experience here in the Philippines. Thank you so much for the warm welcome of my family and friends. And when we have our celebration as well, we have a back-to-back celebration when it comes to reunion with my co-teachers and my fellow classmates before. I'm so thankful to them because they really are there to give us the time and experience the presence of everyone. So we are so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for my husband as well to share this experience in the Philippines. So thank you so much for being with us. God bless and see you in our next video. Bye!
Okay, head, knees, shoulders, head, knees, head, shoulder, grab! Murag mo taon ako sa giingon ni bigi ganiha, wala mi sila bugas.
Magsha-Sharon pa rin sa 2025. Ay, pagkadaghan ng rule bag. Asa to kay mama may rule bag pa? Manok ra ako. Ato dito sa Trisha, diyo ko sa rule bag. Kuha kay mama, please. Balutin mo ako. Hoy, pamuha na siya. Sige lang ga. Kaon na. Kaon. Imong sakot daw kay mo sakot. Dito pag ko diri. Bilan na ko kay. Na, pag Sharon na mo.
Enter. Ay, sige, Hernandez! Hala.
Asa si Jordan? Wow.
Si Kihor din yung hapan.
Hernandez!
5 days lang.
Anak ni mga gatsok. Anak ni mga gatsok.
Right, yung nasa Ma'am Joanne.
Mayor di dahil wala si ano ni, wala bodyguard. Galakaw lang. Wala.
Di ba dito sa bayawan niya, grabe na nabigay.
Dili.
Diriya do ordinary lang ang tao.
Nice guy.
Sanay sa mga place na makadto ko, naka-relax din ka.
Nami it kayo diri.
Kani siguro ila pa na buro extend dira o may naanon ko.
Oh, may naman yan.
Extend ko ta best.